Hello, Mzansi, and welcome back to your fresh new updates. I hope you guys are good, cause I'm well as well, since it's my birth month and I have some fresh new updates. Dr. Sizwe Welch revisits old friendship with AKA. Many moons ago, AKA is once part of trio rap crew called The Entity, along with Dr. Sizwe Welch and Nhlanhla Makena. This may be a distant memory for fans, as this was a decade ago after all. In a recent interview on podcast Nkululeko and Culture, the author and activist spoke about his earlier days as a musician. Welch spoke of how he and his former friend were part of a rap group and shared his fond memories of the group signing their first record deal and being in a big studio. Having met in high school, the group encountered a little success as a young artist, but eventually everyone went their separate ways. They managed to release one album, Royal School of Hip Hop, in 2005 and were nominated for the Best African Hip Hop at the Kora Awards. Welch also went to explain how disappointed he is in AKA when he refers to the career start. I quote, "He's quite dismissive of that early period of his career." Having been there, Welch also explained that it was a hard work. They were still in school trying to do well and trying to produce an album in 2004. They also taught themselves a lot of things related to the music industry as they paved their way. While Welch has not spoken to AKA since 2009, he still remembers the award-winning rapper's excitement the first time they were in a studio and when they were learning how to play around with FL Studio, also known back then as Fruity Loops. This is the first time in years that Welch has publicly spoken about his relationship with the Super Mega. He shared that the early friendship with the former group is one of the first important friend groups that he had. Now let me go down to my YouTube and go to Nkulego's podcast and just check what Welch had to say about the Super Mega. Let's take a look.
No, it's funny because I've never spoken about my relationship with AKA in public, basically, since then. But before I get there, I learned a lot about life to the extent that that was like one of the first important friend groups that I had. And I am still really good friends with Nhlanhla, Greyhound, Books. So even though most people know AKA, and for good reason because he's super famous, it's actually fascinating to watch how the different lives that were within that group have actually moved in different directions. Nhlanhla ended up studying law. He's created his own company now. Books became a brilliant producer, was more in the background but produced a lot. I went a more academic publishing route. AKA obviously did what AKA did. So it's interesting. It's fascinating to look back and see how in our lives, we have friend groups in certain times and then we go our separate ways. But yeah, I harbor a bit of confusion and sadness with the way that fame in some ways changed AKA. Having been really good friends, like sleeping over at each other's houses and, doing this thing together.
Playing PlayStation together.
Playing PlayStation, me always beating him at PlayStation, at FIFA.
We cannot verify that.
At FIFA, yeah. And all of us together, like this really tight-knit friend group. And I think fame does something to people, and the more famous he became, the more detached he became from that original group of friends. And I think I've gone through different emotions when thinking about that. The first one was resentment, like, oh, so now when you're successful, you totally forget about, but I think I'm more sympathetic in some ways now as well, because I think it's really hard to be famous when you're young.
And that's the end of that update. If you like and love what we do, kindly smash on that like button. And if you're joining us for the first time, please smash on that subscribe button, like, share, and tell your friends that we are here. And while you're still there, please press on the post notification bell to be notified on our next update. And feel free to go down to our comment section down below and just give us your comments on what you think that Sophie Welch said. Was it fair or not? And if you're not a 2000 and you remember back in the days when NCT was still a rap crew, and if you still remember AKA and the other rap members, please just go down into the comment section and just give me the lyrics of the song. Do you still remember it? Because I truly remember it. It was back in the days when people are still cramping and popping and locking. It was back in my high school times when NCT was still the main thing. Their songs were played everywhere, even at Masters of Rhythm back in the days. But anyway, let's move on to our next update. Now moving on to our next update, Uncle Waffles Tanzania hits 1 million YouTube views 3 days after release. Uncle Waffles' video for the smash hit Tanzania has topped expectations, reaching 1 million views on YouTube just 3 days after its release. The video, which features Sinom Solo, Boy Biza and Tony Duardo and directed by up-and-coming director Lonil Bakala, is currently sitting on 1,044,371 YouTube streams. It comes 6 months after the South African DJ sensation released her debut EP, Red Dragon, which has been booming on all media streaming platforms internationally. The Amapiano DJ, who recently announced her residency on BBC Radio 1 in the UK, took to Instagram to share her proud moment while thanking the people who helped her vision come to life. And this is her post, and this is what she said. I quote, "And we hit 1 million in 3 days. Thank you so much for loving on my first ever baby. Your endless love and support is truly appreciated. Thank you at Tony Duardo for everything. Thank you at Real Boy Biza and Sinom Solo. I truly appreciate y'all. And to every single person who helped to bring my vision to life, I love you guys. Thank you." A fan also shared her congratulation message, and this user wrote, "You never disappoint. Keep doing what you live and not let others bring you down and tell you different. You deserve all the good things that are happening in your life, and more is still to come. Sending you so much love and continuous growth." Recently on Twitter, Uncle Waffles shared a new plaque of a single presented to her by her distributor Afri for selling more than 80,000 units, which marks 4 times platinum. I would want to personally congratulate Uncle Waffles for working so hard while a lot of people actually thought she wasn't going to make it, including myself, being honest, but she's showing us flame. She's showing us that things that people say you can't do, when you actually put yourself in a space where you tell yourself that that's going to happen, it actually truly does. But anyway, that's the end of that update. If you like and love what we do, please smash on that like button. And if you are joining us for the first time, smash on that subscribe button, like, share, and tell your friends that we are here. And while you're still there, please press on the post notification bell to be updated on our next update. And go down to our comment section down below and just give us your 2 cents and just comment on what you feel. Do you like the new video that she released of Tanzania? Because the visuals are super dope, man. I totally love them. So just go down to the comment section down below and just give me your 2 cents. And going on to our last update, Casper Nyovest said he would fight Burna Boy after Pretty Ugly beatdown. Casper Nyovest is eager to find an opponent for his next Celeb City boxing exhibition following his first round knockout of rapper Pretty Ugly on Saturday at the Sun Arena in Pretoria. Immediately after the fight, Casper Nyovest called out aka Big Zulu and demanded that Nap Music to return to the ring for a rematch. In an interview on ENCA last week, he explained that "I definitely want to fight aka, that is the fight I want, so until he grows the guts to do it, I'm going to be fighting everyone else." Now, people will be asking themselves who's everyone else, but well, the list apparently includes the Nigerian Afrobeat star Burna Boy, who recently visited South Africa for his performance. at the DSTV International Food and Music Festival. But Casper actually wrote and said that I don't think that Burna boy even has the time to think of getting into the ring. Dude's music career is escalating by the day and he's untouchable right now. If he ever wanted to go to the ring though, I'll give the fans another type of show. I would take the fight. Well, that actually says that Casper doesn't mind fighting, Burna boy. Anyway, going on with the story, later on Twitter, someone actually asked Casper Nyovest when he'll be fighting aka, and Nyovest once again added fuel to that potential fight with a reply that said, the only person who can make that fight happen is aka. I don't see him doing that though, cause he knows it'll be a long night for him. The more he sees me fight, the more fear he will build. Should have taken the first offer. Whenever he's ready though, I will gladly give him a ass whooping. And that's the end of that update. If you guys watch Celeb City 2 with Pretty Ugly, I personally think that Pretty Ugly should have actually performed even way better if he didn't fight like a street fighter, because the position he was holding actually exposed his face. But anyway, there's a video that Pretty Ugly posted. Actually no, someone recorded Pretty Ugly's live with him explaining what happened at the fight. Let's take a look at that live snippet and see what he had to say.
When our whole strategy in the first round was supposed to be like, to move around, to tire him out, to jab, to defend. It's just like I just kept attacking. And every time I attacked, like I left my defenses exposed, and I got hit in the head every single time. And it happens, you know what I'm saying? And for other people, it's gonna be absolutely hilarious. I saw like some of the highlights myself, and they are hilarious. and those are my L's to take, you know what I'm saying? And what it's gonna do is just like make, my story have more character, bro. It's just like, you guys wait and see, like when we start winning, like how much like these losses, won't mean a thing, but how much the losses will contribute even more to the success story, because it would be boring, man, if you were just Superman all the time and you had no kryptonite. And like I said, the most disappointing thing for me that night was not the loss, but more my performance, man. Just like I performed way better in my training sessions, in my rehearsal sessions, in my sparring sessions. And then you just get on that stage and you kind of freeze up, as like maybe being a battle MC and like, having all these verses that you have written, and then you get to performance night and you choke, and it's like it happens, it's one of those things that just actually happened. Damn, I think I just missed the off ramp. Damn, I'm chatting too much.
And that's the end of that snippet. And if you guys enjoy our content and love what we're doing and you want us to carry on doing it, please kindly smash on that like button. And if you're joining us for the first time and you do not want to miss out on our next update, please smash on that subscribe button, like, share, and tell your friends that we are here. And while you're still there, please press on the post notification bell to be notified on our next update. And feel free to go down to the comment section down below and just give us your 2 cents on the fight. Do you think that Pretty Ugly could deserve a second chance? But anyway, it was actually an unfair fight, because that Casper was actually 20 kilograms more than Pretty Ugly. But anyway, the match happened anyway. It was a success. The show was good. Yeah. But anyway, just give us your take on what you think, and do you really think that Pretty Ugly could get a fight with someone his size? Would he win or would he lose again? But anyway, let me hear from you guys. And guys, it's my birth month. My birthday was on the 3rd. I was busy enjoying myself. That's why I couldn't even do anything via work. But anyway, I'm back again. Please just give me a birthday present by subscribing and liking and telling more people about our content. But now, I guess this is the end of our updates and the end of our show. And this is the time for us to say goodbye. See you some other time.